Hello, this is Ryan Regan from IB Physics++. If you're watching this video right now, I assume you're quite confused about economies of scale and probably you have an IB test or an IB exam coming up and you want to better prepare for it. Okay, so in this lesson, what I will tell you is exactly the basic concept of the economies of scale. Not only that, I'll tell you exactly how the IB likes to test you on economies of scale. So you learn the common question types that would show up in the IB exams and even your test at school. Okay, so economies of scale, what is the definition of economies of scale? Economies of scale is, the definition is in the long run, as output increase, average cost decrease. So it's as simple as that. So there's a few terms here. What is the long run? Long run is the period of time in which all of your factors for production are variable. So for example, if you're a factory owner, when you build more and more factories and you hire more and more workers, you get more and more machines, that will be your long run. You're expanding all of your factors of production. And when that happens, your average cost goes down. What is the average cost? Not the average cost is not total cost. Average cost is the total cost divided by output. So on average, for each unit of output, what is the cost? That is the average cost. Okay. So to give you an example, McDonald's, for every hamburger they make probably it only costs maybe $2 to make a hamburger, 2 Hong Kong dollars, very cheap. But if let's say a restaurant down your neighborhood is to make a hamburger, probably it will cost them $5 to make it. Why? So because there are a number of reasons. But for example, one reason may be McDonald's, when they produce hamburgers, they buy so many hamburgers, they buy so many buns at once, right? So they buy so many hams at once. So the cost of ham goes, so their suppliers, McDonald's suppliers, will likely give them a lot of discounts because normally when you buy larger quantities, you get discounts, right? So this is one example. Well, I'll tell you exactly now, how does the IB like to test you? First off, they like to, basically you need to explain using average cost curves, long-run average cost curves. So you need to be able to draw long-run average cost curves and explain long-run average cost curves using the economies of scale, the theory of economies of scale. Secondly, paper 3. In paper 3 is the math paper. You need to make calculations about economies of scale, explanations about economies of scale. And when you explain economies of scale, very important, you need to know sources of economies of scale. And where does economies of scale come from? For example, I give you one example just now, bulk buying. Okay? So we're going to know more about economies of scale, and in the cost profit revenue chapter, actually you could register for a free trial lesson. In that lesson, I'll tell you a free trial lesson for economies of scale. I'll give you exactly the exam strategies for tackling economies of scale exam questions. We'll look at a lot of mock exam questions together. I'll give you essay outlines, teach you exactly how to write essays to get a level 7, because I've done that before as well. Okay, and we'll look through paper 3 as well. The lesson will be 1.5 hours long, and you really in-depth understanding about economies of scale. Okay, so if you're interested to learn more about economies of scale to ace your IB exam, just click the link below.